What is going on YouTube? My name is Anthony, and today we're going to be going over what I made here on YouTube in the last 12 months as an automotive content creator. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I just don't see a lot of people in this space talking about this sort of thing. Typically, I see it in niches like finance for sure, maybe lifestyle, maybe tech, but I think those videos don't really do a very good job of representing what automotive content creators make here on YouTube. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I recently passed being monetized for just over a year, and I thought it'd be cool to give aspiring automotive YouTubers or up-and-coming automotive YouTubers who aren't yet monetized an idea for what you can make on YouTube, given my analytics, given how many views I've gotten each month, given my RPM, which basically just means how much YouTube pays you after they take their cut per 1,000 views, which I'll explain that a little more in a second. But I thought this would be a cool video because I don't see a lot of automotive content creators talk about it. And you know, I'm a small channel, all things considered, and I just think this can give some people a better idea of what to expect. Because when I was coming up and when I was grinding and I was getting really close to being monetized, I watched a lot of videos like this, but they weren't in the automotive space, and it gave me some sort of unrealistic expectations of what I was gonna get when I became monetized. And I think this video will do a better job of clearing that up for anybody who's interested. So with that, let's hop into my YouTube studio. I'm gonna go fully in depth behind the scenes, tell you how many views I got each month, what my RPM was each month, and how much I earned each month. And as well as that, I'll keep a running tally of what I made all the way up until I've reached a year, and then you guys can judge for yourself if I made a pretty good amount of money, not a lot of money, or if it's worth even grinding and trying to become monetized yourself. So with that, let's hop into my analytics and go over each month that I've been monetized on YouTube. All right, so I have my analytics here on my phone each month the last year. So I'm just gonna kind of go through each month, tell you how many views I got per month, my RPM, which again is just how much I made per 1,000 views on my channel, and then my total earned, and then we'll keep a running tally. So starting off with June of 2023, so I started my channel in September of 2022. It took me 8 months to get monetized. I got monetized June 18th, 2023. So this very first month of June will only be represented by the few days from the 18th to like the 30th. But during that time frame, my channel got 9,737 views. My RPM for that month was $2.41. And I earned a whopping $16.55. And of course, at the time, I had just about 1,000 subscribers. If you are unfamiliar and this is the first time you've heard this, there is a criteria you have to meet to even apply to be monetized on YouTube. You need to have 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 365 days. Meaning if your channel is a year and a half old and on the set date that you maybe get 1,000 subscribers, if you do not have at least 4,000 watch hours in that time frame in the last year of your channel's existence, then you cannot apply to be monetized. So just a heads up if you were unaware of that. But yeah, $16.55. Another thing worth noting, in case you weren't aware, but YouTube will not pay you unless you reach a $100 threshold. So basically, until you've earned $100, they will not pay you out. And so it'll keep a running tally. So at this point, I'm at $16.55, but obviously I did not get paid that until I've hit that threshold, which in these first few months, you'll see it took me about 3 months to get paid the first time. So moving on to my first full month of being monetized on YouTube, it was July of 2023. My total views for that month were 29,438. My RPM went up to $3.01. And I earned that month $75.17 for a combined total so far of $91.72. And my subscribers near the end of July were about 1,200 subscribers. Now moving on to August of 2023, my views for that month were 32,408. My RPM went up a little bit to $3.10, and I earned that month $86.86 for a combined total up to that point of $178.58. So at this point, I had passed the threshold, the $100 threshold, and so that is the amount I first got paid in the following month of September. Once you pass the threshold, you get paid the following month for that. So I didn't get paid that in August, even though I passed the threshold there, you get paid the following month. Now moving on to September of 2023, my channel got 33,008 views. My RPM for that month was $3.22, and I earned $89.37, and near the end of that month I was about 1,400 subscribers, and my total earned up to that point was $267.95. Now, moving on to October of 2023, my channel got 36,290 views. My RPM for that month was $3.44, and I earned a total of $96.76, bringing my combined total to $364.71. Now, moving on to November of 2023, my channel received 31,779 views. My RPM went up a little bit to $3.79, and I earned that month $99.38 for a combined total up to that point, $464.09. Now, moving on to December of 2023, my channel got 41,044 views. My RPM for that month was $3.64, and I earned, finally, my first month having hit the threshold in one single month, $102.11 for a combined total up to that point of $566.20. And by the end of December, I was hovering about 1,900 subscribers. I know I missed the last couple months, but that's where I was at the end of 2023. Now, moving on to January of 2024, this year, my channel received 39,050 views. My RPM went down quite a bit to $2.89, but I earned $93.36 for a combined total at the end of January of $659.56. Now, just a heads up for anyone who might be wondering why my RPM dropped so much. Feel free to correct me if anybody watching this is more experienced or have been monetized longer on YouTube, but from what I've seen and heard and researched, essentially during the holidays, during like October, November, and December, advertisers tend to pay out more to have their advertisements shown more. And then when the new year comes around, they obviously don't need to advertise as much because the holidays are over. And so that first month, RPM tends to go down. People tend to get paid a little less because people aren't advertising as much. So moving on to February of 2024, my channel received 37,837 views. My RPM went back up to $3.85, and I earned a record-breaking, at this point, $117.73 for a combined total up to this point of $777.29. And at the end of February, my channel was hovering around 2,100 subscribers. Now, moving on to March, my channel received 41,672 views. My RPM went up again to $3.97, and I earned a, again, record-breaking for my channel at the time, $138.14 for a combined total up to this point of $915.43. Now, moving on to April, my channel received 43,114 views. My RPM went down a little bit to $3.77. I earned $133.83 for a combined total up to this point of $1,049.26. And my subscribers at the end of April were about 2,400. Now, moving on to May, my channel received 41,821 views. My RPM went back up to $3.96. And I made that month $135.18 for a combined grand total up to this point of $1,184.44. And by the end of this month, I was hovering around 2,500 subscribers. Now, moving on to last month, by the time you're watching this, it is in July, but I wanted to do 12 full months of being monetized plus the couple of days in my first month of June of 2023. So closing out in June of this year, which is last month for me at the time of recording this video, my channel received 37,589 views. My RPM was a record-breaking $4.46, and I earned a barely record-breaking $138.57 for a grand total at the end of my 12 months, and I want to say about 12 days of being monetized on YouTube, $1,323.01. So I also kind of added this here if anybody is interested, but my total channel views from June 18th of 2023, which is when I got monetized, to June 30th of this year. So that whole entire time that I just talked about being monetized, my channel received a total of 454,787 views. My average views per month, including the first 12 days, was 34,984 views per month, and my average per month, excluding those first 12 days, because obviously that's the outlier, kind of skews it a little bit, was 37,088 views. My total earned from June 18th, 2023 to June 30th, 2024, again, was $1,323.01. My average earned per month, including the first 12 days, including June of 2023, was $101.77. And then my average for the last 12 months, excluding the first month of June 2023, was $108.87. And my average RPM for this entire period was $3.59 per month. So there you have it. That is how much I made in total so far on YouTube in the first 12 months and a couple of days. I don't know if $1,300 is a lot or a little to any of you guys, but like I said in the beginning of the video, the other videos I watched when I was coming up and when I was getting really close to being monetized, it just didn't paint a representative picture of the automotive YouTube space. I went into being monetized here with the expectation of making quite a bit more money, to be honest with you. A lot of those other niches that I watched videos of, they made significantly more money when they got monetized in the period of time just after they got monetized. And I went into this, and then when I started making money, I was a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's my own fault for watching those kind of videos. And that's exactly why I'm making this video. Like I said earlier, not a lot of people in this space talk about this kind of thing. And I got nothing to hide. You know, I'm not sponsored. I have absolutely zero merch. I have no affiliate links set up or anything. So this is strictly AdSense. And like I said, it's not a life-changing amount of money, and I am grateful nonetheless. That is $1,300 I didn't have. That's $1,300 that's gone back into the channel, back into my builds. But it just was not what I was expecting before I got monetized, because before you get monetized, you literally have no idea. You're just making videos, you're getting whatever amount of views per month. You don't know what your RPM is gonna be like. And so I went into being monetized with a little, higher expectations, and I was a little let down. But now that I have an idea of what's going on, I obviously am more prepared and can make better expectations for each month. So hopefully, if you are an aspiring automotive content creator, maybe you're not yet monetized, but you're close, or maybe you want to start making YouTube videos, this is what you can expect. Obviously there are going to be some variances. My content specifically, if you're watching this video, maybe you haven't seen any of my other videos, I make how-tos, I make DIYs, I do driving videos, I do a lot of parts installs. And that's one type of content. If you're at all familiar with any other automotive YouTubers, like big ones, like maybe TJ Hunt or Adam LZ, they kind of do more vloggy stuff, and maybe their content gets a little more RPM than my channel. And then there's other channels that maybe make less talking and more like cinematic style videos, and maybe those make more or less. But this is kind of what to expect if you make these kind of videos, if you're doing how-tos, parts installs, driving videos and such. And I wish anybody watching this the best. I hope you get 10 times more views than my channel gets, and I hope you can grow a lot faster than my channel. But it is a grind, and I think just be prepared if you are getting into this for whatever reason, whether it be financial reasons or just for the love of the community and wanting to give back like I am. Just don't be too underwhelmed when you eventually become monetized and you aren't making a life-changing amount of money and you aren't able to quit your 9-to-5 immediately. That is the dream, but I think I have quite a bit of grinding personally. Maybe you'll have better luck than I will, but nonetheless, I hope this painted a very, very clear picture of just what you can make as an automotive content creator here on YouTube. Again, there will be some variances, but I gave you as much information as I could in hopes that the information I gave you can sort of be like the control test, and you can kind of do your own math and figure out, based on the views you're getting, maybe right before you get monetized, around how much money you can make given maybe like an average RPM, which I mentioned mine was about $3.50 per month. So take that information, do what you will with it. I hope anybody watching this, I really do hope anybody who is making videos or aspiring to make videos, I hope you do 10, 15, 100 times better than my channel. I hope all of you guys who are watching this and who want to reach monetization here on YouTube kill it. I hope all of you guys do an amazing job. I hope all your videos are awesome, and I hope you make a ton of money on YouTube. And so at this point, I'm rambling, but you know, I appreciate anybody who checked it out. For anyone who's watching this video who happens to maybe want to stick around and watch my other videos, I am currently in the process of building my E92 M3 behind me, and I have an E36 M3 at home that is destined for the track. So if you want to watch any of that, definitely consider subscribing. But if not, I appreciate you checking out today's video. Hopefully, like I said, you got some value out of it. Hopefully you have a better understanding as to what you can make as an automotive content creator. And I just thank you guys for watching. I will catch any of you who decide to stick around in the next video. Peace.